Well, Michael, we're on Chickamauga, so it doesn't really probably surprise either of us that we're talking to you right now. But the thing out here today, it seemed like the whole ledge thing was just a little off, and I bet a lot of that's lack of current, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not real sure. It changed a lot from practice to now. In practice, every bite I got would really commit to a bait, and today you'd be winding it along and you might get 10 bites on one cast and none of them eat it.
Oh.
So, I mean, it was different. The main bait I was catching on in practice, I caught one fish on today and it was like a 2-pounder. I didn't even weigh it. So I had to change up a little bit today, had to drag stuff around a little bit, things I didn't do in practice at all, but in the end, it wound up working out. I found one little flurry there right at the end.
Okay, and that's the thing. So when that flurry happened, was there current then?
Yeah, the current started about 12, 11:30, 12 o'clock. If you're on the far lower end, you could see it first. And it got so strong, I mean, you couldn't even throw perpendicular to the break.
Really?
If you threw something and drug it out, it was washing away so quick you couldn't even fish it. So, I mean, you had to actually get on top of the drop and throw straight upriver to even fish efficiently. So, I mean, yeah, that little place I hit at 3 o'clock, my 3 biggest ones all came back-to-back casts. So I'd say it's definitely current oriented. I didn't fish it earlier in the day.
Okay.
It was further up the river than where I made my first stop this morning, but probably be a little different tomorrow.
Well, and we've talked about Andy Morgan and Wesley Strader. They got a lot of history, but you also have a lot of history. Did you find yourself running things today that you didn't necessarily practice? You're just like, man, I feel like right now I could catch one over here?
I fished maybe just a handful of brush piles that I didn't fish in practice. I might have graphed over a few places where I felt like the fish should have been. Might be there any day, but they weren't there in practice, but none of them panned out. But I mean, that's still just a day-to-day thing. They could be there tomorrow, maybe there Saturday if I make it, Sunday if I make it. Or they may never show up. So, I mean, there's plenty of fish out there on the places there are. Some of them left today. Maybe they'll be back tomorrow. And places where I didn't think they would. I checked them before the current started running and then when the current started, and they weren't there. One place they were there this morning, and then when I went back when the current was going, they were all gone. So I mean, they're getting pounded on.
Oh yeah.
And they're getting smart. They're moving around a little bit, trying to find somewhere to get out of the way, keep from hearing the sonar pinging over their head and big baits winging by. But it's going to get a little bit tougher tomorrow, I believe, and every day throughout this thing. But maybe we can put it together again.
Have you noticed that a lot of the areas you're trying to fish, I mean, are they receiving a lot of pressure as well, or do you still have some stuff that you got to yourself? I
didn't really have a problem finding a place to fish today. It may not have been my #1 spot that I could get on all the time, but some of my off-the-wall places I really thought I'd have to myself. Those were a lot of the ones that left.
Okay.
So, I mean, if those show up, it makes life a lot easier out there versus where you just have 2 or 3 spots. Or having to get in with everybody else and hope when you go by a community hole, nobody's sitting there.
Oh, okay. Do you think that tomorrow it's going to be another, kind of that afternoon type bite? Because it seems like some of these better bags are coming, from like 11 o'clock on.
Yeah, I mean, during practice, by far, the afternoons were better. Really, first thing in the morning has been pretty well dead for me every day, including this morning. I think I caught one by like 10 o'clock.
And that explains the surplus of spinning rods we're seeing.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I had one on the deck. It didn't get but about 4 casts, but I did have to slow down, start dragging some stuff around and put a limit in the boat, 16, 17 pounds. Then once I got that, I felt pretty comfortable as far as just running and going back to my game and trying to get some bigger bites.
Well, man, it's I know the field, it's scary for them when Michael Neal's got 23 pounds, just getting warmed up after day 1. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you.